It's the guy G Holy repping gholy.com, and there's so many words in this article that I am not going to read all of it. But if you want to continue reading this article, you can go on gholy.com. I'll link put the link in the description. And yeah, so Wale Folarin 2 album review. We gave it a 7.9 to 8.2. Folarin 2. We were going to start this review detailing the official Wale comeback musically. If we did, we would mention how the sonic debacle that was Shine was followed by the much better but a bit more raw Summer on Sunset Volume 1 the same year. Had we done it, we would have also mentioned that 2019's Wild as Crazy was a solid piece. Also, how 2020's The Imperfect Storm was an ever tighter 6-piece prize, possibly top 3 EP of that 365-day cycle. But we're not. What we will talk about, however, is Folarin 2. Now, the original Folarin was marketed as a mixtape, so when we heard about the follow-up, we weren't as excited. Seeing Wale go on the road and call it an album made our ears perk up. Semantics, I know, but what you gonna do? F2 kicks off with New Balances. In typical Wale fashion, it serves as a double entendre. What was off-putting was the double time flow. Lyrically stellar, just not what one would think of for a Wale track at this point, a Wale intro track at this point. Needed, just not wanted. After a few more listens, it makes much more sense, however. This is not a track by track, but the start is important, so the next track, Name Ring Bells, feels more like a proper introduction. On Twitter, we called it the 2021 Show You How by Jay-Z from the Blueprint 2. Its production is also interesting. Hard to classify what type beat this would go under on YouTube. Moving along, Poke It Out is a remake of sorts of Q-Tip's first solo hit Vibrant Thing. In comparison, it has much better hook than the original and a guest feature from the potential 2021 MVP, J. Cole. Tiffany Nike's is basically Name Ring Bell Part 2. It's like Wale is a conqueror going back and planting flags in places he forgot to while he was there. Okay, now this is a track by track. Caramel with his Faith Evans Caramel Kisses sample hook feels like Wale. He does this often on Folarin too, but not in a nostalgic way. It's just like it's not like retro J's. It's more like the original Jordans you only remember you have when you're moving to a new apartment. This is the original Wale again. Take Light Years featuring Rick Ross. This could have easily been placed on a Maybach music volume or Ambition. Ross' verse literally feels like 2011, 2012. Rose almost steals the show, but Wale came through with some dope bars. At times, F2 feels flat out like a love album, but these aren't your sappy, typical love songs. Once again, Wale conjures up old Wale on songs like Angles, Dearly Beloved, and More Love. What brings us back into the More About Nothing era more than anything is Fire and Ice. In an interview, Wale detailed the track's secret features. It basically has the voice of any man who can sing Born from 1985 and up. This song is the epitome of 80s soul. Harry Fraud flips the 2005 classic Still Tippin' for Wale's Down South featuring Yella Beezy and Maxo Cream. Interestingly enough, the song has been adopted by WWE's Next 2.0. Wale spits possibly the verse of the year on the Almost Posse cut. We won't even quote. Just Google it. Okay, now I am reading the whole thing. It's here I will mention that Wale's best output lyrically is on this tape. Even with that, you may find yourself wishing he rapped more. There are a few 8-bar verses and songs on the shorter side. F2 could have used a song that mirrors Drake's Timestamp series, 7 a.m. on Bridle Path being the latest. Jump In featuring Lil Chris of T.O.B. is the only possible clear misstep. If you're a Wale fan, you're used to 1 or 2 off-the-wall selections per effort. We eventually end up adopting different views on these tracks, but this is so out of sync sonically, even if you love it, you know it's better as a standalone. The album is better without it. Beverly Boulevard ends the album with the declaration, promise we good forever, and I 101, love him or hate him. You have to agree with Folarin. So that was it, man. We gave it a 7.9 to 8.2. Dope joint. Let us know what you want to review next. We getting back into reviews, so yeah, let me know, man. I'm here. We out though. It's the guy Gioli repping Gioli.com. Stay safe.
When I was younger, I was best friends with loss and despair, never bitching. Thought no difference between caution and fear. Ducking lower level cases on my grizzly and the white tee. Whatever came of that is my cross to bear. When you a genius, you can't expect for people to get you. You solving problems that they won't even see as an issue. Why I hate me and bitches in these gray sweats. Now she acting like I killed her from the back, cause I don't do her face without the filter. Invoice the next nigga, no say I built her. Beef turn to bodies, bodies turn into beef, and the cycle just repeats, so never get in the streets, youngin'. They needed this, they say the streets fiendin'. Whatever, I gave you prophecy on all my shit. If you just tuning in, get off my dick.
Holier than that. To be holier than that. To consider that your ideas are better and more important and more correct than those of other people.